Okay, today I briefly talks about how to draw the graph using the MATLAB. Okay, I already uploaded this lecture slide, and this models that talks about how to add components on the graph using the plotting function in MATLAB or the figure function. Okay. You can change the marker color, you can change the marker type, and then marker label with a bold font. And then you can change the range of the x and y axis as well. And then you can draw these types of the graph. You can add the data point here. You can add you can overlay the two different graph in one graph window. We can put the legend that describe which one is what. Okay, and also you can draw the multiple figure vertical graph in one figure window. It's like this. So to do so you need to use the subplot. Okay, and you can merging the subplot placeholders like this. So you can draw the different size of the graph by considering their location on this types of the array subplot. So in this case, you draw this 4 placeholder, and then you draw the 2 graph on the top. The other graph is on the 3rd and 4th location. And this advanced plotting include all the components that I cover in this lecture. So take a look at this script. And there's a 2 way of saving the graph. One is that you can click the Save As, and then you can see this drop down menu to select the types of your figure. Okay. One thing is here, so these are the image format, but you can store your graph using the .fig. FIG is the figure types supported in MATLAB. So if you store your graph with this dot figure, you can change the label on the figure window rather than writing the script. Okay. So I'll show you what it is. And the other method is normally when you, so let's say, when you draw the graph for your documentation, you can copy and paste your document. You normally use this copy and paste rather than the saving the images and then import it, right? So here you can just click the copy figure and then paste on your Word document or the other document. Okay. Today I'm going to show how to draw these types of the graph when the input data are given. Okay. So this one is the first figure, viscosity plot. So save module 9 viscosity plot. Okay, let me first copy the given code. Let's do this. Yeah, this one. Okay. Okay, if you see this graph, there's a 4 label: water, acetone, benzene, ethanol, right? There are 4 different data sets. Those are there says stored in each variable. Okay. So to draw this graph, you need to overlay this graph, overlay the 4 different graph, and then you're going to put this X and Y label as well as a title. Okay. Let's draw this. Okay. The first, you're going to draw the water. plot temp water, x-axis a tempo, y-axis a water. The color is these are the black dot, right? No, it's a water, it's a blue dot, okay? So dot blue, okay? And let's say marker size set to 10, okay? And then you need to put the hold on, okay? Because you need to overlay some multiple graph. You can just water is the first and acetone is the second. Acetone, the color is the black, right? Marker size, and plot temp, benzene. Benzene is the, right? The color is a red dot. Marker size 10. Plot ethanol. Ethanol color is the cyan. Okay. Then X label. X label is the temperature Celsius. Okay, but let's bold this. Y-axis is the dynamic viscosity. Okay. Oh, by the way, so when you draw the graph, you can start with this. Okay, because normally, when you draw these types of graphs, normally you plot the multiple graph. So if you put this, assign the figure window is the better to recognize, differentiate between the graphs. So let's run it. Let's fix the run it. Okay. Ethanol is the, yeah. Okay. The graph is the, like this. What are the missing? Oh, title, and then grid, and then legend, right? So grid on. Okay, you can docking the graph like this. Okay. So legend and title. Title is the dynamic viscosity of various fluids. Okay. And so let's delete that. Legend water one thing I want to mention regarding this hold on is you need to always put this hold off at the end of the graph, because when you're working with this graph, if you draw the graph like this, okay, you will see this graph, and then you make the change like you're adding the, let's say 5 to the ethanol graph, and then run it. See this? Can you see this cyan dot? Because you know, here we did not hold off, meaning that whenever you draw the graph, they keep overlaying on the your existing figure window. Because this 3 graph is already there, so there's no change. But if you're, let's say, 10, okay, so you're going to put the hold off, and let's delete this part, then run it. So this graph is not overraised on the existing plot anymore, right? Okay, what else? Okay, so everything is great. Actually, there's no, bold font here. Just delete it. Okay. Alright, so these are fine. But let's see. The graph is a little bit stretched out on the horizontal direction. So one way is you can stretch it out like this, or we can use this one. Where is it? Yeah, figure size control. You can use this function. Set GCF means the current figure window. Okay, current figure window, and position. It's a stretched out, it's a horizontally. By the way, this one is the left and bottom corner point of your figure window. Okay, so run it. Okay. Oh, you can make it bigger. Okay, here you will see this graph. Okay, let's see. Okay, one thing is here we set the range is 0 to, I guess 2, right? This graph is 0 to 1.5, so we need to add the y lim, so 0 to 2, like this. Okay, then run it. Okay, that's good, right? Yeah. Does it make sense how to draw this graph? Okay. So you need to, so for instance, let's say you have a Word document. You can copy figure. You need to wait for around 1 or 2 seconds because see this. So when you copy this one, there's a little bit, the latency to copy your figure. Paste here, you'll get very nice figure. Okay. All right. Okay, so the second graph is a solar radiation plot. Okay, the previous plot is only the plotting the dot, but this one is plotting the dot and then this line as well. This dotted line is as well. Okay, but and also the x-axis is text. It's not a number. Okay. You need to manually assign the text x-tick label. Okay. Okay. This close. Change the. Okay, now it looks better. Copy. Here, mod solar radiation. Okay. Okay. What is the x-axis? How many data point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? Because it's 12 month. So that should be 12. Okay. So let's say X month. Okay. And then plot X month. Okay. Start with the figure 1. X month and declination data. And so dotted line. How to make this a diamond marker? That is the D, right? So this one is a draw the dotted line. So this K is a black. So draw the dotted line, and then D is a diamond marker. Then we need to marker edge. So here a marker edge is a blue, right? So we put the blue, and marker color, so marker face color, the color inside of the marker color is are red, right? Okay. So TUT plot. Here health is okay. So again, if you see the DOC RAM, you will see this documentation of this corresponding function. Well, to click this one, name and value. Yeah, this one is color, so the dot and then the line, and line style. So this this colon is a dotted line. Okay, here it's a dotted line. Then marker. So here, where's the D? Oh, D is the diamond. Is a diamond marker. Okay, and marker edge color. And this is the marker face color. Okay. You can find out all information is this built-in function document. Okay, so and then X label is the, so this is a bold, right? H month. And so if you see that this size of the font is much larger than the previous one, so let's assign the less than 50. Copy. Y-axis is the declination degrees. Okay. Okay, so let's draw this graph. Okay. Oh, this should be here. Draw again. Okay. We need to change the X label, and we need to put the grid. We need to put the title, right? So let's say grid on, and then title. Title is the solar radiation intensity related data. Okay. If you compare with this graph, the line is much thicker than the one that we have, so we need to change the line width. It's 2. Okay, so pretty much similar, right? And then we need to change the X label. So there's a example here how to change the X label. Yeah, here. So you first put the tick 1 to 7, and then you put the label here. Okay, like this. But in our case, there are the January to December. So X tick. Okay, let's do this. X ticks is the 1 to 12, right? And then X tick level is the January, February, March, May, June. If you think the line is too long, you need to put the 3 dots in a row. Then you can continue to your code. September, October, November, December. Okay. Okay. What else? Let's draw the graph. Okay. One thing is here, there's a margin in the beginning, at the end, right? So to get this margin, we need to set the x range. What is the current x range in here? So 0 to 12. So to get this graph, we need to set the x limit is 0 to 13, right? Because this one is currently visually is January, February, March. It is a month, but actual data underlying this graph is the 1 to 12, right? Set this one, you will get this graph. Okay. Okay. Then what else? We need to put this text, right? So here's the example. You need to add the text on the graph. So see this today. So how to put the text? There's a text comment, okay? But here's the tip. So x5, so fifth data, y fifth data is the yellow dot, right? But this one is a position of the year text. So to avoid this overlap between the text and the dot, you need to change the location of this text. So that's why I put the minus 0.5. Okay. You can do the same thing, but here's the horizontal alignment. It's the center means this location is the center of your text. But here's the difference. These are your text, right? So let me do this. These are your text. Your text is starting from the your marker location, and then move this x direction. Okay, so where this point, x is the third x-axis, and the y declination data is a third one. Okay, so text x third, y no, not x month, third declination data with the third, and then plus, right? Because we need to move your text in the plus direction, and let's say 0.5. Okay, but text is also the new drawing, so we need to hold on. At the end, you need to hold off. Okay. Let's say no change. Okay. to put the label, right? Okay, so let me draw the description. Okay. So we need to shift this graph, shift this text so more to the abstraction, right? And also we need to put this arrow. So that arrow is the I just letting you know that this draw the that's the how to no that's the left arrow. Okay, so finish here. Oh, sorry. Left arrow. Okay, see this? So can you see this arrow? So we need to move the more. And then, so we need to bold this, you need to use the bold font on this the text. So you can just BF. See that? Oh, sorry, not the Y. Okay. Oh, it's too far. Okay. Okay. And can copy this. So what is the September? So 9. The convention data is the 9 as well. Okay. Okay. Do you understand how to put this text on the marker, corresponding marker? Okay, good. That's it. And okay. Next one is the student enrollment plot. Okay. Copy this. Mod 9 student enrollment plot. And this one is pretty much similar to the first graph. Okay. Only difference is a y-axis. Okay. I'll let you know why I put this example here. Okay. First, let me draw the graph. Plot students year. Year. Students, and then the marker is the red, right? No, it's not a red. I think it's a black. And then marker face color is a red. Right? Oh, this is the circular marker. Let me draw to this. Okay, good. And we need to put the X label. That is year, school, year, start. Okay. The Y label is the number of the students enrollment. So one thing you need to keep in mind when you're drawing the engineering graph is you need to always put the unit of your graph. This one is a kilogram, or this is the Newton, or the meters, the millimeter. So you need to always put these types of the unit on your graph. That is the, I guess, very important rule. So when you draw the graph. But here, okay. So let me finish this, put the title here. Engineering and relate knowledges, university and Canada. Okay. And this should be okay. Grade on. Okay. Okay, so here. So this is a very common issue when you draw the graph. But if you see the Y data, it's a number of student data. This one is a large number. Okay, so MATLAB is automatically change this. Can you see this part? Change the format of the number because this one is too long, right? Okay, so my recommendation is so like original graph, you put the million, put the unit, and then you divide by million, like this. Okay, you can do like this. Then do it. See this 10 to the power of 6 is removed because we divided by the 10 to the power of 6, right? And then you put the millions at the end of your graph. But it could be the like that is the 10 to the power of 3. You can put the k, or million is this one, right? Or let's say you're dealing with a very small distance, it's a millimeter, you can put the millimeter or the centimeter. So you can change this number format by dividing by the number, and then put this corresponding the unit on your axis, your x or the y label. Okay, does it make sense? Okay. So yeah, that's it. Draw the graph, close it, the graph. But here, the original graph is stretched out on the horizontal axis, right? So we can set GCF. Position and 10, 10, maybe. But these are only the position of your figure window. The actual the numbers, the changing the figure size is at that one. That part. Okay, like this. Okay. You also get very nice figures, but here there's some margin on the x and y axis. So you need to put the Slim, so 2009 and 2017, like this. Okay, does it make sense? Okay, good. Okay, the last one is a function and its absolute value. Okay, when you draw the graph using the function, you need to understand the mechanism of how the MATLAB draw the graph. They draw the graph by connecting the dot. Okay, for instance, here, this is a sine graph. So y is the sine d x, and plot x, y. Okay, let's do this. R like this. Okay, you draw the graph. You see this graph, there's all the 360 dot. X is the like this 661 actually. So then you're zooming in on this area. This one is this graph is itself is just connecting the adjacent dot. Okay, but if you zoomed out, the graph looks very smooth, right? Because there are also a lot of the dot. Okay. For instance, let's say we generate only the few dots. In this case, 13. Draw the graph. Now the graph is not smooth anymore. Okay. So whenever you draw the graph for these types of the function, you're generating the sufficient numbers of your x data. Here, this graph, figure 1, and you generate the x. This one is a minus 6, 2, 6. In this case, how many dots? Only the 13 is too few, so you're generating dot with a 0.1 step, then it will have 121 dot. Okay, I think that's are sufficient. And then blue graph is the x square minus 4. Do you think it's correct? No, right? So these are the same with this one. But do you think that this one is correct? No. These are the matrix multiplication. Here, when you generate the x like this, x is this row vector. We cannot multiply the row vector and row vector. Okay? What I'm trying to do here is the element-wise multiplication, right? Okay, that's why we need to put dot here, or okay, like this. Okay, and y2 is the simply y1. Okay, how does it possible? So go back to the built-in function module. The built-in functions support the single scalar, vector, and matrix. So we can directly put the vector here. So here, then plot x and y. y1 is the blue, right? Okay. Hold on. Hold off. That is the dotted red, right? Okay, like this. Okay, so the line looks thicker than our graph. So okay, line width 2, line width 2. Yeah. Then x label is the x, y label is the y. Okay, we can put the legend, that is, so y is equal to x squared minus 4. Okay, y equal to x squared minus 4. Okay. So if you put this hat, this malloc is automatically, convert it to the superscript like this. Okay, but in this case, this legend box in the center, so we can set the location to the north, right? This is the north, east and south, east and west and south. Okay, so you can write that. Oh, this text is I think the bold font, so we need to put the BF here. Okay. Okay, so and grade on. Okay. So one missing part is in the graph itself, there's no axis, x and y axis. But when you draw this types of the function graph, we normally put the x and y axis. But here I'm showing how to put the x axis. The way of drawing this x axis is simple. You just generate. You already know that this axis is the y value, so 0. So you can just generating the data. For instance, the plot y-axis is just a 0, and then make the same size like this. Then plot x and y axis. Here is so that is a black line, the line width like this. Okay. Does it make sense? I mean, there's a command called the line. You can draw the line using the line. So create the primitive line so you can draw the no, not this one. Yeah. You can draw the line. So yeah, this one is a good example. If you know the starting and end point, you can draw the line using this align function. But we can use the plot for drawing the line like this. Okay. It is worthwhile to mention about this part. So sometimes students try to use the, let's say, loop structure. For instance, y-axis set like this, and then y1 is 0. And then 1 numel x for II is equal to 1, 2 numel x, and then y1 II is equal to II is. You can generate the function value using the loop structure. But I highly recommend that you're using this vectorized code. Okay, if you use this dot multiplication, you can easily generate this function value. Okay, make sense?